The mystery of the listening post, included in the Halloween event revolving around the ghost ship Adamastor, has been solved. And the result is right here. Well, it's 99% of the way. And today I'm going to talk about how it's solved. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous, or more specifically the Elite Dangerous forum. The listening post has finally been solved, and as far as I can see, the guy who came up with at least this solution here is almost there. There's a few minor mistakes that needs to be corrected, but other than that, it's pretty much the solution. And you can see here it is done by Michael whatever. Yeah, that's his full name. I'm not trying to be an asshole here. His name is Michael whatever. Let's go and have a look at how he came to this solution. So it's actually pretty straightforward. Here I have the text that comes out of the listening post. And the way you need to decode it, it's simply with this first little character 8 at the beginning. This is all we need to know. The character 8 at the beginning tells us that we need to split the character or the line here into segments of 8 characters. So this one is actually not part of the code itself. This is just the key that we need to solve it. We can go ahead and remove that. Then we can go ahead and we can count in 8 characters and make a new line. And we can keep doing that, just segregating it into sections of 8, like so. Now, this might immediately look like there's not a lot here, but if you try to read down the column here, the rightmost column, it says long minus 38.0 space 615 space ly light years body body space 3. So it says long 38.0 615 light years body 3. Now, to make this a little prettier, I wrote a very quick PowerShell program that takes this code and it just takes these characters here at the end of the line. Opening up a command line here, we can just quickly go ahead and jump into my NAS. Then we can go ahead and we can run that PowerShell script like so. And now we get the line out in a more easily read format. Now, so how is this information used? Now, obviously we have a longitude, we have a distance, and we know what kind of body, what body in the system we're looking for. But remember that if we go ahead and we find the flight plan for the Adamastor as well, we remember that we can see that it was heading to an M-class system. We know it was a metal body, and here we have the latitude. We know this is the latitude of the survey site, and yeah, spoiler, that is the longitude of the survey site. Furthermore, 615 light years is the exact distance between the listening post and the system with the outpost in. So now we have a distance to it. We know that it's an M-class star. We know that the third body must be a metal body, and we know that at this distance here, this location here and here, we know that there should be a survey site. Having a distance alone doesn't give us anything. It doesn't give us the direction. We wouldn't know what direction we have to fly 615 light years in order to find this system. However, as I talked about in my previous video about this topic, you can actually solve the end of the Adamastor's route and finding the crashed ship, where we can also pull out a little bit of extra information. We can see here in the log that she does mention that the nebula, doesn't name the nebula, just says the nebula is 300 light years behind us, and this is of course the crash site. So now we have 2 points of reference. We know that it is 615 from the listening post, and it's about 300 light years from that crashed ship. So we can kind of with that almost triangulated, not quite, we kind of get a circle. But again, we also know that it's in a nebula. Now, we kind of could guess that it was the Cold-Sack Nebula, but even if you didn't have the information from the Twitter posts and the Instagram posts, we would kind of still figure out, okay, there's pretty much only one nebula that fits those 2 distances. And the whole point with this is, of course, that this needs to be solvable even after all these posts may be buried in page 42 on some site somewhere. The issue with the local news article and the Galnet article, that will kind of be gone, and there's some clues in that you need to solve it. So there is some things that's going to make this a lot more difficult. You have to dig up old news articles in order to find this, but at least you could solve this with all the information available to you in-game. You wouldn't have to go out and follow them on certain social media channels in order to solve this, which I kind of like. I think this was a great little mystery, and it's definitely kept me entertained for the couple of weeks now that it's been running. Very well done, Frontier. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.